come into town for a late night snack. The director of The Butcher, the Chef, and the Swordsman, Swordsman. So at the end credits, it said that it was based on a short story. Can you tell us a little bit about the origin of the story?
这个故事是我在写另外一个剧本的时候，也是关于一把刀的事儿。这个编剧推荐给我的。这个故事是一个很短的，发表在一本很廉价的一本小杂志叫《故事会》上面。然后我看了，觉得这故事还挺有意思，就把它买了它的改编权。但是现在电影的剧本跟这个原来的故事关系已经不是很大了，可能只有20%是跟原来的故事有关系。
I found this story when I was writing another script, also a knife-related story, and so one of my filmmaker friends recommended this story to me, and I found it in a pulpy magazine, and so I really liked the story, so I bought the right to it. But there have been many revisions to the script, so now the version that you saw maybe only had 20%, the same as the original story, but the rest of it I kind of made changes to it.
What can you tell us about the actor who plays the butcher? It's fantastic.
扮演屠夫的这个演员，其实他是一个戏剧导演，他毕业于中央戏剧学院，是跟章子怡他们一级的同学。他现在在中国是一个很有名的舞台剧的演员。他和另外演他那个朋友的那个两个演员，他们演了一出话剧，非常的有名，在中国演了500到600场。
So the actor that played the butcher is actually a director himself. He graduated from one of the best drama schools in China. Actually, he was in the same class as Zhang Ziyi, and one of the famous actresses from China. And he and the two friends, the two actors that played his friends in the film, they were in a stage play together, a very popular, a very well-known stage play in China that had played more than 500 productions.
因为我特别喜欢他们演的那个话剧，叫《两只狗的生活意见》，我看了4遍，然后我就请他们2个演员一起来演这个电影里面的这2个角色。
I really like that play, the play I mentioned. Well, roughly translated into English is Life of Two Dogs. So because I liked it so much, I watched it 4 times. So I invited them to play the characters in my movie.
在这个电影里，他简直丑到家了。就是他其实本人没有这么难看，还是一个比较英俊的一个小伙子，而且今年刚结婚。
In the movie, he's extremely ugly, as you can see, but in his true self, he's quite handsome, and he just recently got married this year.
So before I ask the audience for questions, I want to know, what is your favorite kind of food?
因为我是一个蒙古人，所以我最喜欢的就是肉。
Because I'm a Mongolian, so my favorite food is meat.
Do we have any questions from the audience here? Yes?
In China, are there cooking shows like we have here in North America? That one scene where they're all presenting the dishes seemed like Top Chef or something.
Like praying?
对，中国有这样的节目，而且很多家庭主妇都看这个节目，但是他们唯一的区别就是 主持人没有我们这个厨师这么帅。
Yes, there are such shows in China. A lot of housewives watch such shows. The only difference is, the hosts in those shows in China are not as handsome as this one.
Do we have anyone else here? Yes. The question is about the 8-course dish and whether there is such a fabulous feast.
这8道菜全是我们编的，因为在中国，是一个诗歌的国家嘛，所以把那些菜都编成特别美的成语。所以如果你要懂中文的话，这8道菜每个菜都有一个很好听的名字，都像诗一样美。
The 8 courses are made up because China is such a poetic nation. So we made up beautiful names, really lyrical names of the courses for them. So if you understand Chinese, you'll find, wow, it's like a poem.
Yes.
You said that 20% of the movie was from the short story. So just is there any process of how you decide what else is in the movie? Is your idea based off any experience or any other stories of chef?
The question was about the 20%, which came from the story, basically how you got the inspiration for the other 80%, right?
其实它原来的故事有4个，原来有4个故事，是一个人讲了3个故事给另外一个人，完了变成了第4个故事。我最大的改变是把它变成了3个，而且它的结构变成现在这样，一个故事里面有一个故事，里面又有一个故事，这是结构上最大的变化。
So originally in the short story, there were 4 stories. And the way it was presented was one man telling 3 stories to other people. So him telling the story became the 4th story. So the biggest change to the structure is how I did, what I did in the movie is to have a story within a story. So that's the biggest structural change.
因为我觉得3个故事已经够有意思了。比如这3个故事，你看，一个是关于一个贪图虚名的侠客，另外一个故事呢是一个要报仇的一个厨师。第3个故事是一个爱上不该爱的一个美女的一个屠夫，他们3个已经形成了一个很有意思的主题，所以我就删掉了另外一个故事。
So I only kept 3 stories in this version because I thought that 3 stories itself was interesting enough because we have a vain swordsman, an a vengeful chef, and a butcher that loves someone that it's really out of his league. So I found that a very interesting trio, so I just deleted the 4th layer.
而且我们都看过很多结构比较特殊的电影，但是我是希望我自己的电影能有一个全新的结构，这个结构是没有人拍过的，而且又符合这个电影的主题，所以我就用了这个，故事里面有故事，再有一个故事，这样的结构。正好对应这个里面出现的那个图案，有一个鸡、猪和蛇的图案。这个图案在铁匠所拿那个铁盒子上面也有这个图案。
We've seen some really uniquely structured films, but I really wanted to do something brand new. So I decided to use this new presentation to have a story within a story within a story. And also, it worked well with the 3 symbols that you saw throughout the movie. We had a rooster, a pig, and a snake. And if you notice, these 3 animals actually showed up on that piece of iron that was used to forge the sword. So I thought that reflected well throughout the movie.
像这个图案一样，这个故事先讲一个跟猪有关的故事，然后到蛇的故事，然后再到鸡的故事，然后再回来，是一个转圈的结构。
So it started with a story about the pig, and then next go on to a snake story, and then a rooster story, and then it came full circle back to the pig story. So that's the structure the movie's presented in.
这个鸡和猪和蛇的图案在藏传佛教里面，它象征着贪婪、嗔恨和愚蠢，这也是这每个故事的主题。
And also, the three animal symbols in Tibetan Buddhism actually have symbolism. So they represent respectively greed, revenge, as well as stupidity. So it's just perfect.
对，所以因为我喜欢的电影是比较可以多层解读的，所以最深层的意义在这个层面。但是我希望大家看到一个好玩的故事，看起来很开心就够了。
My favorite type of films tend to be multi-layered. They can be, they have many different angles. But I also wanted to make a fun movie to entertain everybody. So, yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
We've got time here for one last question. Yes.
Okay, the video game at the end. Are you going to make a video game?
Is there going to be a Butcher the Chef and Swordsman video game? Cookbook and a video game, I think. That's what this one means.
对，我想没有用，可能得是做游戏的公司来找我谈一谈。
Well, just me here thinking about it, it's just daydreaming. I need to find some sponsors. Do you guys know any gamers? Game shops?
Yeah.
Everybody's, I welcome new ideas.
All right, thank you very much. We hope to see you for Stateland and then Fire of Conscience, and make sure you check out the Midnight Madness blog because we've got lots of behind the scenes stuff there. And yes, I think there's a few places in Chinatown which are still open.